How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Fall from Heaven 2, the high fantasy scenario, or mod, I should say, for Civilization 4. Of course, we are playing the Against the Grey scenario, and at the moment we are getting prepared to launch a bit of an assault, hopefully, and finally, once and for all, take this city from Sandalphon. So, let's get started. So, I have my Ritualist in tow here, and we are literally one turn away from the city. So I'm planning on hitting it up this turn. We probably will have to wait until next turn to actually do anything significant, though, because we won't have enough movement. So what I want to do, first we'll deploy the Hawk. They're quite particular about that. And then we cast Haste, and hopefully we can move again. Yes, indeed. Continue improving this city, our second city in this little section. So we have 4 cities now, and we want these cities to grow. So this city is doing well. I've built quite a few good improvements there, but now we're building a camp here on top of the ivory resource. I don't think ivory does a whole lot besides provide, a resource that it gives you happiness in your cities that it's connected to. But yeah, we're just going to take a look here at it to see. It just says, yeah, +1 happy with camp, which is useful to us. But in the base game Civilization, there was a lot more utility. You could actually build war elephants once you had ivory. But yeah, it'll help. It'll help us in this city. Like, this city's already at its maximum happiness cap. So having that additional happiness resource will be valuable. Okay, here we go. We have the Hawk once again. And let's see what kind of damage our Ritualist can do. So if I promote for Combat 1, this says +5 to spell damage. And it grants the Empower 1 promotion to summoned units. Now, I'm not exactly sure how that works. Like how this adds to spell damage, but I'm pretty sure that Ring of Flames is a spell, and therefore I think we should be promoting for combat since I want to use this guy to cast the Ring of Flames, right? So as you can see there, quite a few units took some damage. Ranger is down to 5.1 out of 7, and that didn't cost us anything. So now the next question is, like, should I hit him with assassins first? And I think that would probably be a good idea. This archer is down to 1.9 strength, and there's a 99.6% chance we'll win against it. And the other archer is also weakened quite significantly. But let's see here. And 92% odds with that one. And 93 with that one. Okay, so we're down to 2 rangers now. I might save this final assault for next turn. I'm not sure. That we don't have good odds against them. I'll see how well they heal up in 1 turn, because obviously we can't. Well, I don't know, 2 turns for us, I guess that's not so bad. Yeah, so I think we'll skip a turn there, but that's like some of the most significant progress that I've made so far against this city, because before, even with the assassins, just trying to remove the archers from the city looked like an impossible feat. Those archers were so much more powerful, but one Ritualist is able to bring them down to my level, basically. Oh no, we have an event. Hear me, mortals, and heed me well. Whispers of forgotten lore have found my ears. The currents of time flow through my veins with every beat of my heart, and bear visions of death and despair. As the wickedness of man takes hold of him, darkness will start to engulf his world. At first he will see nothing. Only a few of the most gifted will even sense the change. The world will go on as it has, for a time, but the seed of its downfall has been sown. So I think that's because we hit the barbarian counter. Wait, Razier the Fallen has been created? Okay. I'm not exactly sure what prompted that event to start. Was it the creation of Razier the Fallen? Was it because the Armageddon counter reached 11? I can't say for sure. So we do have Razier the Fallen now, which is pretty cool. But unfortunately at the moment, he's not very strong. Like, if we tried to compare him up against this, like, his odds suck. So he's going to have to wait around and get a few promotions first before he becomes viable. But he's quite a valuable asset for us going forward, right? Okay, so here we go. Yeah, it's great to see the Rangers did not fully heal, so I'll be able to hit them with the fire spell once again. It's called Ring of Flames, and they're only down to 6.3, so it didn't do a whole lot of damage. Like, one was damaged 3%, which seems a little bit not much. Like, wow, I would have thought it would do more damage than that. Our assassin that's led by Decius has received another promotion. He's not promoted against hunter units, and I'm not sure we can actually promote against them. Hunters are recons, if I recall correctly. If we look at unit classes, unit categories, it's called, I'm pretty sure hunter falls under recon. So let's just take a look at that. Yeah, right there's hunter. Ranger would also be under here. So that's a recon unit. I'm pretty sure we can't promote against it. So we'll just have to take generic strength and see what that kind of can do against it. Obviously this one is actually the same strength now. My second assassin, and he has all of his yeah, he has all of his strength, right? Full health. So maybe what I can do here is release Decius from my other ranger, and then join him, or my other assassin, and join him to this assassin for an attack strength of 7, which is higher than my vampire. And that gives us 62% odds. Those are not terrific odds, I have to say. Let's just get rid of this hawk. I actually should move him back to a city or something. So one thing we can also do here is bring in the Spectre. So let's cast that. It's a strength of 4. The odds do suck, but maybe we can do a little bit of damage with it. It doesn't look like it. So I don't know. I mean, it's a kind of a tricky question. Should I wait one more turn? Will the odds be potentially better then? At the moment, our odds are at 62%, right? How about with the vampire? 48%. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be moving this longbowman closer. We're going to wait one more turn, so that way the longbowman is in range, and also my other assassin is fully healed. That's my plan. And hopefully we can take it then. Looks like we built our camp. Now we just need a road. So build the road there. I've completed the Temple of the Veil, so we probably want to build a savant to help spread the Ashen Veil to our other cities, especially the one with the Council of Isus in it. Okay, now this becomes a little bit tricky, because if I cast... Wow, that unit's fully healed. That's unfortunate. Like if I use my Ritualist right now, this does create a bit of a problem. He would damage my longbowman. But I really do need to use the Ritualist. So I guess the longbowman moves in here. We use the Ritualist. 13%. Does that guy have resistance against magic spells, I wonder? Because it only damaged him. Like it knocked his strength down by 1. Which is pretty minuscule. I'm not used to it being quite that bad. One thing we can do, of course, is promote or summon a Spectre. There's also Razir the Fallen. It depends, but, you know, like he could have enough promotions by that time to actually be able to, like, he's 47.7% odds. That will increase once I attach Decius to him, my great commander. Like, I would really hate to just lose all of these units here. And I'm a little bit surprised at how little damage my Ritualist is doing. I guess I'm going to have to build more Ritualists. That's what I should probably work on in that city instead. I think I'm going to actually play it safe. I don't think he can do much of anything. I think I've got the upper hand in this situation. And I think it makes more sense not to risk it. Not to risk losing everything due to a bad, bad odds, basically. Because even if I had good odds, I could still lose just due to pure RNG, and that's not something that I would like to have happen. Oh, now the defense of the city is up to 30%. What we also do need, like, we could use catapults to reduce the defense of the city. Would require a siege workshop. Obviously, we are building the Pact of Nilhorn as well. 25 turns. We can hurry this Ritualist. I might want to do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And otherwise, everybody else is just going to be stationed there. Oh, I missed the skeleton. We have a skeleton here. 85% odds, though, so took him out. What is the next tile that needs improvement here? One of the big problems is that pretty much all of the rest of these tiles are not suitable for farming. So I probably should just build a mine up on top of this hill. I'm pretty sure this guy can't move. Yeah, it's held. But there is the chance that the ruins, can they spawn enemies? I'm not sure. It's not a given, but just in case they do, I'm going to be moving a couple of units on top of that tile to make sure it's protected. So how long until 2 more turns and Razir the Fallen will have another promotion? And then I'll take a look and see what our odds are at that point. So we've trained a longbowman. Maybe we should actually go ahead. Oh wait, we have a carnival that would allow us to use the lion that I captured. Form of the Titan. Units, all new units get +2 experience. But I was interested in the siege workshop. Where is that? Here we go. 16 turns. I think I don't know. Like, once we get the hill giants, like, we are able to bombard pretty much everything. But it could be useful as a backup. But then again, if we 16 turns, we could build Form of the Titan, half of it, in 22 turns. I don't know. What are the odds that somebody else would build Form of the Titan instead of me? I think he could probably build this. It says it's a coast, but it says it's a freshwater lake. I don't think you can build Form of the Titan on freshwater lakes. So that excludes that city. So there might not actually be a big hurry to complete it. And maybe I should actually just be focusing on trying to remove this city once and for all, take this city from him once and for all, rather than monkey around with this. But it would give us experience going forward. Like, all the new units we build would get +2 experience, which gives them a nice start, doesn't it? That's a good question. I don't think we should build a siege workshop, because next turn we're going to start working on the Pact of Nilhorn, and the AI always neglects to build it. I don't think I've ever seen the AI build the Pact of Nilhorn. So I think we're pretty much guaranteed to get those 3 giants, and then we just don't need a siege workshop unless we lose all of them. And then we've also completed sanitation here. So this allows us to improve the happiness of our cities, obviously. 1 more turn, Razir the Fallen will have another promotion. So we'll see what his odds are after that. After this, though, for our research, I think we want to go with feudalism. So that way we can get our vampires and actually start making a lot of specters. We're just going to overwhelm him with specters, I think. That's my plan. Okay, so here we have our second ritualist. Let's try to get this guy down here. It's going to take a bit of a while, but yeah, let's see what we can do about that. Mine will be built in 3 turns. I thought I told you guys to fortify. Why are you waking me up again? So he's built a ghost now in this city, but we're going to be promoting up plus 20% damage, and I'm going to hit them with the fire. The ghost was damaged 29%, and let's see here. Here's our assassin, 99.9% odds. Those are pretty good. So he's down to 2 again. 4.6. Now, see, that's the interesting thing. This time he took more damage, much more damage from my Ritualist than he really ever has before. What are the odds? 59 point something percent. And I think that's pretty much our best odds again. Well, 74%. That's actually better. I still don't necessarily want to risk it, but it would be another 5 turns before we get another promotion with Razir. Another 5 turns. In that amount of time, the Ritualist will be a lot closer. But we also have to look at this Ranger here. I'm not sure. Yeah, our odds are not that great with Razir yet. Let's skip a turn here. And I might actually apply Decius, the hero, to Razir to make him 1 strength more. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing. Okay. Let's see what he does with the Ranger. He's just going to continue on over here. Let's see here. Sidar explorers have uncovered a demonic tomb from the Age of Magic. I don't think that affects us in any way. So I'm going to be getting rid of Decius from this assassin and joining him to Razir the Fallen. So Razir is 9 strength now. But we can hit this city with the fire again. See, now this time he's down to 6.4, whereas the other Ranger is 4.3. So it seems to be inconsistent, the amount of damage that I do. 77% odds. Maybe I should have actually just used that. Like, kept Decius on, attached to the assassin. And I might have actually been able to get 90% odds against him. 64%. But once he's off of the hills, my odds will be better. It's like maybe, I think I'll go here with Decius. And I guess we're just waiting again. Yeah, I know it's thrilling, but we're going to get it eventually. It's going to be happening. So, what is the city working exactly? Okay, all improved tiles, but we could build a mine on top of that hill. And this city, it's also working all improved tiles, but it's still growing. So at this point, maybe I should just build like a cottage on this tile here. Oh, first we have to finish the road, okay? That's no problem. Okay, so there we have one of the Rangers. 3 more turns until I have enough experience with Razir the Fallen. But I do have 87.5% odds at the moment. He will probably have to stand on this tile, which means that he won't have the force defense, which means I think we will have pretty good odds against that Ranger there. Unfortunately, though, we have another Ranger coming in, and my Savant's due to go there in 1 turn. So the big question is, right, well, he has to stop here first. Okay, yeah, we can go there yet, because he'll be stopping here next turn, but I might bring one of my Pyro Zombie or my Imp along just to provide some additional protection. I'm not sure. He can't get there in 1 turn. Maybe Razir the Fallen can provide the protection. I mean, obviously the Ritualist can bombard the Ranger, which will put them on a much more equal playing field. Yeah, I'm just gonna start moving the Pyro Zombie there, and then I'm gonna move the Longbowman here with the Ritualist. That's how we're going to do it. And then here we have a Savant as well. So I guess he's joining the party. Oh no. Does this unit not count as a military presence? It doesn't. A Pyro Zombie is apparently not military presence. But an Imp is? Yeah. That's really weird. A zombie isn't considered... Oh, because it's not alive. Yeah, that would make sense. I guess people don't see it as a real unit because of that. The people in the city don't. Okay. We have another promotion available to our Ritualist here. Like I said before, I think what we should do is promote the Ritualists for combat, because it increases their spell damage, and that's something that I'm using. So let's see here. See, now this time the Ranger was damaged 40% by fire damage, so it does seem to be a little bit of RNG involved there. But maybe it was just due to the promotion that I just gave the guy. 77.9% odds. Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried about that ranger there. Otherwise, I think we're good. Wait, did I build a road? Yeah, okay, we have a road. So, I guess it's time for the next turn. Wait. The wealthiest civilizations. I'm the Great. What happened to that scout? He just disappeared. He was here a second ago. How far can he go? I don't see how he could get out of there. Was it just deleted? Astrologers report that the Silver Tears has moved into prominence. This constellation is sacred to Donalim. Your harbor masters report increased catches from fishing fleets, and your governors report increase in suicides. Huh. It requires a religion we don't have, though. So I'm really, really curious as to what happened to the scout. Can the scouts mask themselves? Like, do we actually need a scouts? Are scouts hidden units? I don't think they are. Like, but you know, there's no scout. How did he get out of here? The scout was here 1 turn ago. There should be nowhere for him to go. Unless it was like a deleted unit. Is he running out of gold? Like, is his civilization in anarchy and therefore his units are being deleted? That's about the only possible explanation I can have for that phenomenon. Well, anyway, let's get our Ritualist going over here. Along with the Savant. So I guess this is not going to be a problem after all. Defending those units. And as a matter of fact, can Razier join? Yeah, he can join this turn. Okay, he will escort them to where they need to go. Okay, it looks like we finished building that mine. I said I was going to build a cottage here. A farm, like right off the bat, a farm would be more productive, minus the hammer, obviously. I don't know, it's a good question. Like, should we not build a cottage there? So what did I complete in this city, exactly? I completed the Savant. We still do need more Savants, so I'm going to be building another one. Presper is working on the Pact of Nilhorn. Yeah, we are working on a lot of buildings overall. A lot of my cities are. Okay, so in one more turn, Razier the Fallen will have enough experience to get another promotion, and then I'll check the odds that turn. Oh, and he built another ranger in this city. Excellent. He decided not to go with the ghosts, I guess. So, I guess we're building a mine here. I should bring my, where is she? Oh, here she is. She's in the city. My adept over here to actually build a node on top of that mana resource. And we're going to be building Death Node, right? Yeah, Death Mana. A great sage has been born in Presper. Excellent. This is our sciencey city, so I imagine we're going to be building an academy here. Wait, I could have also built the building for my religion, I think. What did that yield? I don't know. I'm not going to take it back, but in 200 more turns, we'll have another great scientist. Maybe what I should do is just add a great sage here. That way we get our scientist, or our great sage that much quicker. Can we afford it? Like, what are these people working in the city at the moment? They're all being pretty productive. They're working improved tiles, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Here's Razier's next promotion. I think we're just going to go with combat again. That seems to be the best upgrade route for Razier. I'm going to hit these guys, some fire. 4.2 is the weakest, but let's see here. What does Razier have? 74% odds against it. Still not the best, so we're going to be waiting until the second Ritualist catches up, and then I think we'll try to attack. I know, it's amazing. It's like we're halfway into this episode already. You know, I still haven't taken that city out. It's, I'm just too cautious, I imagine. It's my own fault. Council of Esus has spread into that city before I could spread something I wanted into it. Yay! That's the way things go. Okay. I'm going to be grabbing my vampire here. He's going to go up there. He's going to cast haste so that I could grab all these units, and now we're all on the same tile, basically. So here we go. Wait, he has 4 rangers? What the hell? Did I damage a ranger twice? Why are there like 4 events for damaging rangers there? That doesn't make any sense. There are only 3 rangers in here. And what are Decius's odds? 88%. It's getting better. We're going to wait until next turn, though. I think next turn we'll be able to finish this. Finish what we started. Okay. This city probably will start working the mine tile next. Obviously, we are making some culture now due to the monument. So our borders will expand in a few turns, and we will be able to build nice farms right over there. That will really, really be nice. This nice grassland and everything right next to a river. A lot of commerce from that. It'd be great. So I've constructed a monument here, obviously. We are losing gold. I'm just not sure what I should build in this city. We could build a market. That'll give us more gold. Well, let's go for that then. Wait. What was that? I just saw another... Oh, the ranger was hidden. Now we have 4 rangers in here. Remember I told you that there were 4 events that popped up last time? That was because one of the rangers was within range. Haha, get it? Because he's a ranger. No, he was within range of my blast of Ring of Flames. Okay. I guess we do 2 Ring of Flames blasts now. It's about as much damage as I can throw at them. The odds are 98%. Okay, we destroyed one. And I have 17 out of 17 experience, which means next turn he gets a promotion. What about my assassins? 84%. Vampire? 74. Still not the best odds. Is there any way we can detach Decius? Yes. Okay, so we're going to detach Decius. And then I'm going to pick him up with the assassin here. What are 97% odds? There we go. So we were able to take 2 out this turn. Hopefully next turn or the turn at... Well, when these guys get finished healing. Yeah, I might have to wait for them to heal first. Then I suppose we'll be finishing the siege on this city. I probably should summon a specter next time. Actually, our vampire has the... We're going to summon a skeleton, and then next turn we'll summon a specter. Since I have the free spell available, there's nothing else I can do with it this turn. So I think that would be the best use of it. Okay, so this city is obviously pretty much done. I suppose I could cut down the forest over here, but there is not a whole lot of improvement that I can do here anymore. So I think I should look at Presper again. There are a couple of mines that I could definitely build to increase productivity up here. I think that's what we're going to send our units over to do. I'm actually going to turn research down to 40% because I don't like losing gold per turn. And let's hit these guys again with the Ritualists. Oh, look at that. Fully bombarded. How about it? Okay. Our assassin's getting promoted to combat 5. Still is pretty weak though. And Razier obviously gets promoted to combat 4, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, there's nothing else that would be more beneficial. But even him, like, he needs 1 turn to heal. And okay, both of these units will be healed in 1 turn, so let's go ahead and do that. It will delay it by 1 turn, which means we can actually summon another skeleton with the vampire. And yeah, those skeletons are actually costing us quite a bit, as you can see. Okay, it'll be over with pretty shortly though. Like we are finally getting close. Here's my other savant. Spread the religion. Yeah, what should we be working on in this city now? It's a good question. I think I'm gonna build another market. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Our units should be healed. Let's hit them with the Ring of Flames again. Down to 4.2. we should attack with the assassin first. Okay, wait, we have skeletons. First we'll attack with these. Okay, 1 skeleton down, 2 skeletons down, and now we're actually back in the green when it comes to making gold. We can also summon in a specter. What are his odds? 23? Okay, there we go. And now both of them are pretty much dead. Now that both of those rangers took a lot of damage from my very expendable units. So I think what we're going to do, attack with the assassin first, split Decius off, join Decius to Razir, and attack the second one. So there we finally have the city. Let's examine it. There's really nothing in here, but we do want to keep it. That's going to be a good city for us because it will join our empire together. So we're finally making some really significant progress. That's great. Let's see here. What units should we keep? Like these slave units are not that useful. I might expend them in a city to increase production because they do cost me unit maintenance, and they're not nearly as productive as workers. It would be better for me to have workers running around and pay the additional unit maintenance that's required to support, captured units, basically. So we'll just fortify in this city for a turn, and let's see our production. I actually probably should have spread Ashen Vale into this city first. It would give me that culture boost, and then I wouldn't have to worry about building anything for culture. I mean, it'll probably be pretty unhappy because it's a captured city, so probably something that increases happiness. Maybe I'll build a carnival in here. Let's go for that. And then I'll bring the lion over and set up a lion pen in it. Okay, so it looks like we have another death mana node. Are these cities now connected? No, they're not. So we still have to build a road to get to all this stuff. But first, my worker is going to be building a mine up here in 5 turns. So we do need to build a road, though, to our cities. So after this mine on this city is done and the mine up there is done, we'll probably be trying to join these, my entire empire by road. Let's just fortify you there, and let's continue bringing the savant down. So what I'm really curious is what caused his unit to become invisible. Did he cast a spell that hid his units? Because I don't think rangers naturally are hidden. If we take a look at rangers, I don't think they have the hidden spell inherently. Like assassins do, rangers don't. I'm just a little bit curious what caused him to be able to do that. And also a little bit worried because of it, because it means you could have rangers running around here if they're hidden, and I wouldn't know about it. One of the ways I can prevent this, obviously, is by stationing units here and here, or here and here. And both of those are viable locations. So I imagine that's what we're going to be doing next. I'm going to split these units up. I'll probably pull a couple of Ritualists out. Probably take both of them. The hunter can stay here to defend. We'll take another hunter with us. I would like to bring the longbows with us. And the vampire, of course. But maybe we will leave one assassin behind. I say the assassin with more strength. Let's bring the assassin with more strength with us. And Razir the Fallen. As a matter of fact, what we can do here... I might be able to switch the hunter with this city. I don't know. I should build another longbow. When the form of the Titan is done, I'll be building another longbowman in Nubia. So that's my plan. Let's cast haste here to get another movement point out of that for this turn. And I guess you can just start building a road. That would probably be the best. We do need to connect this city to my trade network, because I will finally complete it then. Under council, I can either vote for myself or abstain. I guess I'll just vote for myself then. Not much of a choice, is it? Let's see here. Let's spread Ashen Vale into that city. Now, does that increase the culture or not? It doesn't look like it. No, it should. How come it says 0 per turn? I guess it just takes a while to update. Yeah, Ashenvale will give us 1 culture per turn, which is sufficient for my needs. We don't need to culture bomb anything or stuff like that, right? Okay, so we finished building that. Let's start working on that road. Our transcontinental road network. It's going to bring our whole empire together. Here you have another astrology report. Unfortunately, it doesn't help me at all because I'd have to be good. Of course, I would get an event for an alignment that I wouldn't have. I would also get events for religions that I don't have, which kind of makes you wonder why they bother popping them up if it doesn't apply to you. I guess it's useful in terms of like knowing that these events are available, but like the the practicality of showing that to me is pretty much non-existent because it's not actionable. I really can't do anything to influence it at all. It's just completely random. Okay. So we're still in our land here. This will probably be the next city that we want to take out. We do have to either take over the majority of the land here or remove the other civilizations. So like it's war. There's no other option. We can't just play it peacefully until the end in this case. Okay, so finish that road. Let's continue building the road. We constructed a market here. Wonderful. How is our science doing, by the way? Because that knocked it down by 1. Yeah, wait. Temple of the Veil gives us +2 science. The market subtracts 1 of those science. So we're still actually making a net profit just in terms of the science provided by buildings. And the city's growing in 7 turns. It's at its maximum health and happiness cap, though, so we might not want to encourage that. Maybe we should build a governor's manor. The governor's manor does decrease maintenance by a bit. Not significant, not hugely significant, but it does decrease it by a bit. Otherwise, we could do something that encourages growth. Because we do have vampires, but I'm planning on using the specters more than the vampires themselves. We haven't built a Mage Guild yet. We could use another savant, so let's build that first. I've constructed a market here. Yeah, let's build the governor's manor, because this city is a fair distance away from my capital. I can understand not building one here in the Holy City, because it's pretty close, but it's not pretty close. It's kind of close to my capital. But the cities over here are not close at all. So, they're going to be costing us a pretty penny if we're not careful. Research is already down to 40%. And, that is one nice thing about Civilization 4, is it gives you a lot of leeway in terms of the research. You can expand a lot, and you can compensate for that additional cost simply by lowering your research rate. That's something that just isn't available in Civilization 5 and Civilization 6. And I do kind of miss it in those games when I've played them. So, if we walk into here, what are the odds that we're going to get massacred? There are a couple of horsemen, one axeman. No rangers, though. Where are all his rangers? Can we see them with the military thing? Sandolphin. We cannot. Where is my eagle? I want to bring him over here for reconnaissance. And I guess we just skip one turn here. Okay, we completed our mine for Presper. Still need to build another one, though. Let's finish the road, I guess, as well. I said I was going to start working on the road network instead, but, it's a long ways for them to walk. It might just be better to work on the mine first instead. Oh, looks like the Malachim are working over here. It appears to be their borders. Did they take... Oh, they actually did take a city from Sidar, it looks like. They took a city from Sandolphin. One thing that I would like to do here is be able to pillage all this land. So if we could find a nice safe place for us to hide in, and I can send my... we could just hide... We could stand on top of that hill, couldn't we? But our Pact of Nilhorn will be done in 4 turns. So I think we're waiting for that, because then we can also bombard this city. Bombard its defenses down. So maybe because at the same time, Razir might get another promotion then. He has combat 5 now, which is nice. But I think it's going to be a while though, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be quite a few turns. 11 more turns before I get my next promotion. I think the promotion after combat 5, we can actually get like +1 attack strength, which is usually just as good, if not better, than a lot of the strength promotions. Okay. Building roads. Building roads. Let's see what we can get done here. Finish that road. The Armageddon counter does continue. Oh, here we have an event. A few weeks ago, an inventor named Barake from Achaia was kidnapped by a bandit band led by a half-witted ogre. Barake's family paid the ransom and got a letter back from Barake stating he was enjoying the bandits' company and had found something in their lair that he was investigating. Since then, the bandits have been stealing unusual items from passing caravans: tackle, ropes, pickled herring, etc. The family asks you to send in soldiers to recover Barake. So, the first option is, I don't want to waste my time. The second one is, order the guards to find Barake and drag him out of the wilderness. We would get 1 great engineer. Or we could get 1 supplies. Well, I'll pay for the great engineer. Thank you very much. That is a very tempting offer that I'll take you up on. Let's build our last mine on those hills. Here we have our great engineer. I guess we could start a golden age with him. I don't think there's anything else we really need a great engineer for. But the golden age could help us finish feudalism. So I guess that's what we're sacrificing him for. Okay, here we have another savant. Let's try to spread the religion, the Ashen Veil, into my city right here. What is this called? I don't even know if I can pronounce that. Mortagnar. I'm sorry. It just, a lot of the names, the high fantasy names they use are like gobbledygook to me. So should we actually risk getting close to this city? He doesn't have that many units in it. And we do have another promotion here. I just don't want my entire army to get wiped out, you know? Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. See what happens. So we'll go here this turn. Next turn, we'll be able to move there. And like right now, I can actually cast or summon a specter with 2 movement, which means we really can't do anything with it because he doesn't have a road. Anyway, I guess we're just pausing there briefly. Wait, haha, look at that. A ranger. How come now I can see this ranger? Okay, we're going to take a look at the Sidar. Do they as a civilization have a unique spell? I wish this was in alphabetical order. I do not understand the order in which this is put. Okay, here we have Sidar. There's, of course, a sand dolphin. His world spell is Into the Mist. They don't tell us anything about it. I suppose it would be in here, spells and abilities, Into the Mist. At least this is in alphabetical order, right? Can only be yeah, look at this. Can only be cast once per game. All of your units become invisible. That is why. So apparently he decided to decloak his unit here or something. It's interesting that he chose to do it exactly now. I wish I'd realized it sooner. Because now he can actually attack me. And I really can't do anything about it. Wait, can we? No, we can't. If I actually had not summoned the Spectre, I could have moved back to this tile. But no, we can't do that now. Well, I'm going to... Like, what is on this tile? Oh, of course, it's my worker that's all out of movement points. So I would be sacrificing my worker. Oh, that sucks so bad. My longbowman can't get there. Like, he's the nearest thing I have to defense here. But, you know, what was this guy doing before? He didn't attack my workers before. Maybe he won't now. I would just move the 2 captured workers out. Better than losing the whole thing, I guess. I'll just lose the worker. It still sucks. Like, I guess I should have realized there would be one still running around here. Like, we killed the one that was standing, like, that came into the city, but there was that second one that was roaming around. It was very sneaky of him. And I don't even know if it was his world spell that he used. I think it is. Because I think how Into the Mist works is only units outside your borders become invisible. But I could be wrong about that, because obviously if I was standing here in this forest, to be able to affect that ranger, I would have had to be able to damage it, right? He would have had to be within his borders. Maybe it only affects units that are outside borders, and even when they come back into the borders, they'll still be invisible because it's applied like a promotion rather than something that takes a look at the tile you're standing on and determines whether or not the unit should be invisible because of that. Yeah. He became invisible again. So it's clearly something else. It must have something to do with my hunter. Can my hunter see invisible units? It says it can see hidden animals. Nothing about invisible units though. Okay. I think I have a hunter over here though. Can this guy see invisible animals? Yeah, it can also see hidden animals. So, I guess... Oh wait, the hawk revealed it. Okay, he's not hidden then. It's just that he was in the fog of war, basically. Okay, I guess we're going to be trying to remove said ranger. Cast haste, post haste, and let's try to burn some forests down with the fire. There we go, ranger 4.2 strength, and we'll take him out with Decius. And that should be the end of our ranger problems, hopefully. I'm gonna build a mine there, and we have another savant here. I guess this one's going up to Nubia. And luckily, our worker was not killed. So he lives another day to build roads. One turn. Savant was built, yeah, so I guess at this point, maybe we should build a governor's manor here. And then just deal with the unhappiness of it. We are making a lot of gold, which surprises me for this city. I'm surprised that 16.80 is the best that we have. I would have thought my capital, 16.20. It's close. When it comes to civics, okay, I was just wondering if we had God King, which increases the gold production in capital, which would mean that my capital would really suck, but as it turns out, it doesn't, so that's good. What? You have been restless lately. Visions of death and destruction haunt you. Ignore them. It'll be fine. Make a sacrifice at the local temple. Requires octopus overlords. Requires infernal? Why can't I do that? I have infernal. Oh, I would have to be the infernal civilization. I have the infernal religion. What is it called? I forget. Wow, I'm drawing a blank on that. I guess we just have to spend the money. I don't want to lose research. I've completed the Pact of Nilhorn. It's the Ashen Veil religion. And I've also completed Form of the Titan, all in the same turn. So that's curious. Obviously, my giants here do not get any experience because I didn't build them per se. But we are getting rid of the hidden nationality on them because that's not useful to us. So now we have a unit that can bombard, and we're ready to really start taking cities in earnest, I think. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next 10 or so minutes. 40% defense in that city, so obviously this will come in handy. Let's try to spread the Ashen Veil, and otherwise just continue building roads here. We're able to do it in one turn. And let's get Razier back into the stack. Here we go. And everybody can move one more movement. How did I go to plus 18 gold all of a sudden? Something's fishy there. What else did I build? Just the Form of the Titan? Making a ton of gold all of a sudden. From something. Oh, let's build the market there. I said I was going to build a governor's... Was I going to build a governor's manor here? I was going to build something. I was going to build a longbowman. There we go. 7 turns. Okay. Where is all this gold coming from? All of a sudden, I have a ridiculous influx of gold. It's not the form of the Titan, even though that is going to give us +2 Great Commander, which is resulting in us getting +4 Great People per turn, because we still are... Oh, it's because we're in a Golden Age? Is that why? This is still 16 gold, 12 gold, 16 gold, 8 gold. Yeah, we're not making that much gold, though. I guess I just didn't notice that it jumped up like that when we started the Golden Age then. Okay, so there's something I was going to do here that had to do with it. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I need to get my great person. We're going to turn this tile, I think, into a great sage. So that way we'll get a great person much sooner, and hopefully it's going to be a great sage. That way I can finish my temple, or my religion's great temple, whatever it's called. What is it called? It should show up here. It requires the Ashen Veil, right? I don't remember what it looks like, so I'm a little bit out of luck. I kind of wanted to know what it was, but it doesn't. I suppose it wouldn't show up because you can't build it. You have to build it with a great sage. So yeah, okay, I can kind of understand that. Okay, we've got another skeleton here. What can we actually destroy it with? Like, a lot of our good units have left, unfortunately. 3 turns for that. Okay, we're going to send the longbowman back, and I guess the archer will have to deal with the skeleton. So we're going to move there, upgrade to a longbow. Ooh, we just barely have enough gold if we want to do that. Yeah, let's spend it. I mean, we're making a lot of gold anyway. So we should, there's no point in having 125. That is a little, like, anything over 100 is a little bit much. At that point, you are kind of starting to hoard gold. So it makes sense to spend it on an upgrade. No, it doesn't look like they're going to be building that road anytime soon, really. Oh, it is built? Yeah, it's already built. Okay. We're just going to wait here for a turn and wait for those hill giants to come along, because we want to use them to bombard the city. Why is the city so unhappy? Okay, it grew again. That would explain it. And of course, the additional population just immediately became unhappy, which kind of defeats the point of that city continuing to grow. But it doesn't defeat the point of continuing to build roads. Let's continue to try to connect this whole thing together. Oh, look what we got there. We got a ranger. We've got a ranger. He's still running around with those rangers. It's the first one in a while. I suppose he built another one to replace the one that I killed. Okay, those are good odds against the skeleton. And... oh, okay. Our other longbowman is in that city now. Excellent. I guess we're just skipping a turn here with Razier. Yeah, because we're waiting for the hill giants. Actually, we're going to go back a tile, I think. That way we can meet them there. There's no point in actually paying the extra maintenance costs for being in enemy territory if we're just going to be standing in one place. So I constructed the market. We obviously have happiness issues here now, which surprises me a little bit. Some buildings are upsetting us. Yeah. I think we should probably build the public baths. It's 1 turn more than the carnival, but we're going to get 2 extra happiness from that. So that seems to be the far superior building. Constructed the governor's manor. Here, let's build the Temple of the Veil, obviously. Good for our science. And we have 7 turns left of our golden age. So a lot of time left to complete things. Okay. So what am I... okay, we have another skeleton approaching. So I guess we're just going to wait for him to come along. And then I'll probably just station a longbowman right here on this tile. So that way anything that comes along after that, I don't have to worry about. And it looks like we've completed our last mine up here. Obviously, I'm not using that tile anymore because the city's unhappy, and I've allocated the other extra populace to the sage role. Oh, okay, it looks like next turn we'll have the Hill Giants as part of our stack. And then we're getting ever and ever so closer to feudalism. Maybe I should actually remove this druid first. I mean, he's not going to go anywhere, granted. It would just be the annoyance of seeing the barbarian is spotted message or event pop up all the time. Okay. Let's build that road. 3 turns, 2 turns. And are you telling me? Oh, yeah, because it's a marsh, it takes longer for them to build roads in it. Looks like we have another promotion for somebody here, a Ritualist. We're promoting for combat once again because I think that increases the strength of their spells. I've constructed a governor's manor here in Achaia, which means we are very unhappy, and I should probably build a public baths to compensate for that. So you might be wondering why I'm not building a lot more units, and it's really because I'm waiting for the vampires. I want the bulk of my force to be vampires, honestly, because they can all summon specters, which are like free units, and I mean that's what we've tailored all of our mana nodes here for, and we have 3 of them at the moment. Is that really all we have? 3 is still significant. Like, I'm not going to discard that, and once we take this city we will have 4, so we'll have some pretty powerful specters. All right, let's let the invasion begin. Oh, first we have another promotion for Razir the Fallen, and of course, much like I speculated, I actually have attack strength available, or it's called heroic strength, is now available to us. So we're going to go ahead and promote him for that. Now he's 10 strength when attacking, so it's pretty good. And I think we'll roll up here next turn. I don't think casting haste helps our... Oh, it does help our giants. Okay, so can we go there in 1 turn? Yeah, we can. Okay, I guess we're going to be doing that instead. As I said, I was in a station at Longbowman there. And these workers, since the road is completed, all of our cities are joined by the trade network now. These workers don't have to do anything. I guess they're going to be building a farm on this grassland tile there. And these workers can go back and improve the city that I captured. How about that? Units are now upgraded to bronze weapons, of course, because they're finally connected to the network. And of course, I'm rather excited to find out what happens when I summon a specter. So the specter is strength 5. Does that make sense? I'm not sure. It says 3 + 2 death. Is there a limit as to how much I can stack this up? Like, is 5 strength as much as it can get? Because I have 3, right? I have 3 death mana nodes. I would think that he would have been 6, not +2 death. So this is something I should probably look at. I mean, it would be a little bit disappointing if specters were capped at 5 strength, but 5 strength is okay as well. It's just a little bit disappointing. Yeah, so it would probably be under units, and it would be under S. So Spectre, where are we at? SP, here we go. It says +1 affinity for death mana. It starts out at 3 strength. It says Spectres start with the fear promotion, meaning most living units will not attack them unless they are much more powerful than the Spectre, and the can be used to scatter enemy stacks they attack, and I imagine that's what it should have been. So it only says like +1 affinity for death mana. So in my world, he should be the Spectre. I suppose it's neutral, but the Spectre should actually be getting 3 death. Let me take a look to see if I have 3 death mana. No, it only says I have 2 death mana. Okay, I must not have connected one. One must not be connected. Yeah. No, wait. This one. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, we're going to be just fine. Okay. That's what we're going to do immediately here. Let's get those workers over there and finish building that road. Because we want our strong specters, right? Let the bombardment commence. Down to 0%, just like that. Let's hit them for some fire damage. And now the longbowman is down to 3 strength. What are the odds with Decius? 88, Not the best. Not the best. And what does the Spectre say? 1.7. Yeah, not the best either. How about our assassin? What can this guy take out? Okay, there we go. 99.9. That was pretty good. We destroyed something. We're making progress. It's a nice thing about assassins. It's like you can whittle away from the bottom of the stack, the bottom of the stack when you have an assassin. Another event. Years ago, an adventurer in Achaea helped defeat a band of harpies. He found a lone egg in the harpy's nest and kept it and raised the hatchling in his. Wow, I'm just botching this up. He found a lone egg in the harpy's nest, kept it, and raised the hatchling in secret as his daughter, naming her Clairon. Recently, the city found out about the creature being raised within the city and called to have her killed. This was a harpy. Okay. She is a hideous-looking beast, but is said to have a singing voice so beautiful she can make the trees weep. What should we do? What is next? Somebody raising a pyre zombie as a son, have her killed. Or we can have five unhappiness and have a great bard. It's a good question. What do they mean by temporarily? Let's try it out. We're adventurous here. Let's see here. +5. We cannot forget your cruel oppression. It will probably last 10 turns then. And as you can see, the city is starving already, obviously, because of the ridiculous amount of unhappiness. Wow. But the public baths will be completed in 3 turns. So what can we actually do with this? Not a whole lot. We can't start a golden age. So I suppose we'll just wait on that. I guess I'll just hold the unit for now and see what it comes along that might help synergize. 1 turn to heal that unit. We might actually want to build another Ritualist. So as you can see, public baths have been completed in Presper. Let's build another Ritualist here. And we also have completed a Temple of the Veil in this city. So we probably would want to work on something. We're probably going to need the public baths there as well, so I might as well build them in advance. And, like, what are the odds with this guy? Pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and take it. There are a couple more archers that I probably will be able to take out. And what happened to all this stuff in this city? What happened to the longbowman? Oh, right there he is. Okay, he's just really weak. Well, he's not really weak. Obviously, 88.4% odds. Yeah, okay. So there's the longbowman. We will be able to whittle quite a bit of the city down just with assassins, which means I'm actually going to bring my other assassin over here. We're gonna bring him in like that because I like what the assassins can do. So how about that then? Skip turn there, and I think that pretty much does it for this episode. So we're doing pretty good. It took a while to get started, but now that the Empire is finally reunited, we're going to be building a road onto our 3rd mana node, which will once again boost the strength of our Spectres. And we're hopefully going to be raising an army of vampires just as soon as I finish researching feudalism. So it's going to be a top priority. We have built the governor's manor in many of our cities at this point, which means we can start producing a whole batch of vampires almost immediately. So yeah, that completes this episode. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time.